Wait, weren't we supposed to blow this place up? Pirate Captain approaches. It's literally Billy Ray Cyrus for some reason. Hey, what's up everybody, SkyDieRay here, welcome to another DnDGreentext, the second video in a row that I'm recording while being sick. Hopefully this goes away by, I don't know, Sunday or Monday. Anyway, hope you're having a wonderful day today. Before jumping into the video, I just want to quickly kindly ask you if you're not yet subscribed to the channel to consider doing so now. It only takes a moment, you can undo it later if you want, and yeah, I appreciate it so much if you do, so thanks so much for that. And with that being said, I hope you enjoy. Fighter gets rid of the drugs. DM warns me as I'm making a character that the party I'm joining is about to get into a really tough fight, and it's a good chance that a large amount of players and NPCs are gonna die. I've been playing with this guy for months now. I know by now that he's horribly averse to killing PCs and he won't do shit. I decide to act as early as possible to test this theory. I was right. Yeah. After close to 10 years of DMing, I've learned that it's sometimes better to kill a PC if they do something stupid. For example, DMing for a group at my local game shop. Had a guy join my group. Guy was playing vanilla, human fighter. Party got stopped by local guards. They were searching for an illegal drug. We will call it crack. Coincidentally, the rogue had a pound of crack that he was planning on distributing. I asked the party what they wanted to do. I was fully intending on them ditching the drugs, or bribing the guards, or even deceiving the guards. What actually happened was completely stupid. The fighter shouted, "I eat the crack in order to get rid of it." Taken aback, I had him confirm what he asked. Both the rogue and I explained to him that it was a pound of crack. This brave bastard still insisted on doing it. I asked for 2 rolls, a sleight of hand check to see if he could do it without the guards noticing, and a con save on how his body reacts. He rolled a respectable 23 on the first, and a 3 on the second. I then explained to the party how out of nowhere the fighter suddenly and without warning collapses onto the ground. His heart exploded because he ate a pound of crack. The table erupted in laughter. Lucky for the fighter, we had a cleric who could cast Revivify. He's still a Oh my god, dude. I was gonna say that maybe it's because he's a barbarian, but we can't even have that as an excuse because it was a fighter. So, I don't know, I guess the IRL player was a barbarian. Anon is a Sigma male. What are some fun ways to gaslight, manipulate, and emotionally abuse your players' characters? Be a GM, be female. Stop trying to gaslight, manipulate, and emotionally abuse the players' characters. They are not real entities and can't be subjected to any of those things, because the players will act as a filter no matter how much they try not to metagame. Instead, start trying to gaslight, manipulate, and emotionally abuse the players. Those are your real target, and if you can make them act as if they are uncertain about things regarding their characters, the characters will start acting accordingly. Tell us about your players. A few good ways to manipulate characters is to use their political opinions. If they lean one way or the other, have a bad guy who mirrors them and has them do bad things for him, or asks the players to look the other way for the cause. This is especially great if in character they would never go for it and then it bites them in the ass and they regret ever metagaming. Tell us what you can. Jobs, love life, housing situation, financial situation, political leaning, and race and character race. Describe a scene. When revisiting, describe it with less detail. Have the players need something of the scene that you've described earlier. Tell them that that feature doesn't exist. When they argue about it, tell them that it's in fact there. Stop trying to gaslight blah blah blah. Speak for yourself. I enjoy it when my characters get f***ed over by NPCs as long as it's done in a compelling way that serves the narrative. Just kill them several times as low-level players and show them that you don't give a fuck about squashing them like a bug. Then, just stop trying to kill them and never let them die. Get them close, but then fudge the dice and the fight so that they will keep their surviving characters as lucky and ignore that they aren't the super meta OP mega strong build characters that they originally rolled. My face when I do this for every game that I play after learning it from Only War to prevent specialist cheesing. And it makes D&D actually fun because your players have to struggle to meta build their 9th character. Party enters a town. Painter offers to commission a portrait of the group and says that it will come back in a day. Painting comes back and there's an entire party member that no one remembers or an animal companion that they don't remember having. Pirates can't be trusted. Be me, DM. Be not me, players. Get hired by the city of Prosecco to be privateers, aka pirates. Get a job to go to pirate town of Porto and destroy the pirate fleet. We're pirating the pirates? Guess so. Have a nice caravel armed with gnomish cannons. What kind of cannons, Mick? I don't know, like World War I era? One player's eyes light up. Get near Porto. Porto has a lot of ships. Also has coastal forts. Me thinks, let's just enter the port and act friendly. Bard up to bat. Enter the port and play sea shanties. Yar, welcome to Porto, landlubbers. Players start intermingling. Players start enjoying Porto. Take a job to deal with a necromancer nearby. They do so and come back. Wait, weren't we supposed to blow this place up? Pirate captain approaches. It's literally Billy Ray Cyrus for some reason. Offers them a job to go to Prosecco and blow up their coastal defenses. Won't see it coming since the party is their contracted ally. Pirates will then raid the city and there will be lots of plunder. Players think, we find these terms acceptable. Porto throws a party. Everyone gets drunk, except the players. They get on a ship in the middle of the night and line up the cannons. They then fire explosive shots and every ship is up in flames. The primarily wooden town is burning. Screams. So many screams. The World War I fanboy eyes are ecstatic. Players use literally every single gnomish shell in their arsenal. Click cannons are out of ammo. Towns that exist in the world. Not Porto, cause it's crossed out now. Players then sail back to the city and I look at them full of dread and horror. Mick, pirates can't be trusted. The irony was lost in them. Or on them, whatever. Come on, that's kinda, I mean, okay, that was like double the betrayal that I was expecting, because I was expecting them to actually, you know, go along with the pirates and destroy the original city, but then they actually I don't know, betrayed the pirates, if you can call it that. And that's actually kind of sad, I don't know. And okay, I know it's like the same thing, but for some reason it feels more like a betrayal, because like the pirates trusted them, you know? I don't know, it's just, I don't know. My first experience with Dungeons and Dragons. Be me, first time playing D&D. I heard it was cool, so I decided to try it out. D&D and cool in the same sentence? Okay. Party full of damage dealers and cheese characters. One was a mute dwarf or something that did nature magic. One was a druid whose strategy was to change into a bear and cast hit armor. One was a changeling murder hobo rogue. One was a hexblade warlock with some darkness cheese strategy. 2 dragonborn, 1 sorcerer and 1 paladin. Both the dragonborns were 2 levels higher than us. I talked to the DM about my build since I'm new. Decides that I should play a tank. Choose a Warforged Rune Knight. The campaign was about a one-shot of some cult worshipping something in the mountains. Fires were everywhere. The party does dungeon stuff and fights cults. At the end, the boss comes out. The boss was a red dragon and kills all the cult members and comes after us. The 2 Dragonborn players were double dupe agents and betray us. The rogue murder hobo dies. PvP moment. I tank the dragon as the rest of the party deals with the 2 Dragonborns. The Warforged armor point increase and good rolls allows me to 1v1 the dragon. Spells everywhere and darkness spreading. Manbear casts hit armor and runs in circles. The Paladin Dragonborn rolls a natural 20. The Paladin Dragonborn rolls high on damage rolls. The Paladin Dragonborn does some Paladin buff things. Hexblade Warlock is about to die. I pull a Cloud Rune from my back pocket. Uno reverse moment, trademark. Redirects all the damage done to the Hexblade to the red dragon. Dragon immediately dies. Everyone at the table looks at me. The DM reads the Cloud Rune description and says that that's indeed how it works. Best moment in my life. I have been chasing this high for about 4 months now, but the group doesn't have time to get together for another D&D session. Oh my god, dude. I thought that was an amazing story, but god damn it, that just ended like a classic D&D story. That's just, I don't know. God damn it. Why did it have to end in disappointment? Come on. But yeah, I don't know, like the first high is like never as good as any of the following ones, pretty much, right? And this really sounds like talking about drugs. but it's about pretty much any, like, I don't know, like a lot of things, right? Pretty much anything you can apply this to. And I mean, like, it can be very similar, I guess. It can get to a very similar level, I think. Just never quite the same when it's about the same thing, right? The Riddle King. Be me, forever DM. Be not me, players. Locutus the Bard, Sigmund the Paladin, and Birch the Artificer, aka Chuckle. This story is mainly about Locutus. With no dragons in sight, the players default to a dungeon. Dungeon is fairly standard. Doors, trapped. Monsters, roaming.
Hotel, Trivago.
Long rests, I laugh. Start making their way past. Walking fast. Get to one room. It is simply a square room with one other exit. And a throne. On the throne, there is a badass skeletal warrior in full glowing armor and a glowing sword. Okay, I just want to say this really gives me Skyrim vibes. Players are like level 4. Skeleton radiates death. Birch immediately casts Firebolt on it. Misses, of course. Skeleton stands up and says, I will ask thee 3 riddles. If you get one wrong, I shall spank you if I Deal. My premise. The bad guy would ask the riddle and they would get at least 1/3 wrong and the fight would start. During the fight, the bad guy would ask more riddles, giving the players free stun condition on him if they answer correctly, such that they can figure out the locked door and leave. Lol, nope. I asked the first riddle. Some are cherished, some are hated, and even if lost, they remain with you. Locutus immediately answers it correctly. Memories. Well traveled, are ye? Well then, I ask the second riddle. I have towns without people, forests without trees, and river. Same thing. He responds with a map. Okay, how about this one? I ask the third riddle. What has a head and a tail, but no... A coin. I blink. The bad guy blinks. Birch. So, we can go, right? I panic. I guess so? He sits back on his throne and watches the players spend an hour trying to open the door and leave. The door opens. It wasn't trapped. You, Bard, what's your name? You can call me the Riddle King. I groan. Before I can respond, Birch launches another firebolt, misses, and the players exit the room. 10 levels later, players stand before a massive golden door and a huge sphinx guards it. Greetings, Riddle King. I am the Demi-Sphinx Ogura. I shall ask you one riddle. If you answer incorrectly, I shall destroy you. Players look at Locutus, who grins, and this was meant to be a boss fight. Chase me or follow me. I may seem real, but often I am not. I am good, but sometimes bad. Most times, I'm often forgotten, yet sometimes still the same as one you've had. Immediately, Locutus asks if it's a dream. Sphinx. Just f***ing go. The players cackle. Locutus is forever known as the Riddle King. I have not used the riddle since. TLDR, I'm riddles. No, I think the TLDR is that Locutus is really good though. Anyway, on that note, that's gonna be it for today's video, so thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like if you did, and subscribe for more if you haven't already. Also, thank you to everyone supporting the channel on Patreon as well as here on YouTube. I appreciate it a lot, so thanks so much for that. Links below if you want to check those out, as well as listen to the social media, and yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Have a great day, bye!